May you be able to see the light of hope and feel the peace that passes understanding, no matter what may trouble you or your world today. That same letter to the Galatians offers an alternative to biting and devouring, a better way. In chapter 6, verse 2, it tells us to bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. This is the word of the Lord. And here are my own personal thoughts, which you may or may not agree with, and that's okay. I do ask you to listen through to the end and let me know your comments. Keep the conversation going. Despite the tensions aroused by the demonstrations, there have been lovely moments. One occurred in the crowd gathered in front of the White House when a young man with a mic stood up and started to sing "Lean on Me," a song of healing support. The whole crowd joined in. That song captures the heart and core of this movement. Demonstrators around the nation and the world providing support for a grieving family mourning a loved one lost needlessly and horrifically. The crowd providing support for one another, crying out together against ongoing injustice, George Floyd's death, and too many other deaths like it. They're leading on each other. Together, that song and this Bible verse point toward a path out of this, perhaps the only path. For bearing one another's burdens requires that we know what those burdens are, that we come to understand how difficult they have been to carry, that we feel their weight, and then, most important, we help to carry it. When it comes to racism, people of color know the burden all too well. People called by the misnomer white are often unaware that they also pay a price for racism. It's a burden that must be recognized before we will be able to help each other bear it. Hezekiah Walker wrote a song that says in part, "I need you, you need me, we're all a part of God's family. You are important to me. I need you to survive." We're all in this together, whether or not we'd like that or want it to be so. God has placed us here, in this time, in this nation, together. We need each other to survive. To do more than just survive, we need to bear one another's burdens. When we do that, we will be fulfilling the law of Christ. So be it. Today's reminder of divine unity comes from the letters of Clare of Assisi. Let your mind look into the Spirit's eternal mirror. Let your soul bathe in the Father's glorious light. Let your heart contemplate the divine Son of God. Contemplation will transform your whole self into the image of the Godhead. And here is your song and our blessing. May the God of hope go with us every day, filling all our lives with love and joy and peace. May the God of justice speed us on our way, bringing light and hope to every land and race. Praying, let us work for peace, singing, share our joy with all, working for a world that's new, faithful when we hear Christ's call. Amen.